Thanks everyone for joining today's session. So as discussed yesterday, so today we are going to cover the hands-on lab for Python, and in this we will cover the string indexing, slicing, how to format the string. We will cover list, tuples, dictionary and set. We will cover all this data types example today in our session. So let me directly jump to this Jupyter. I have kept this Jupyter open. So first I will go through with this tool. So what is the usage of this tool? So file is same, like we can create a file, like we can create a console file like VS Code. If you are writing something, we can run it from the console. If I'm creating a Python file, I can run it from the terminal or the console. If I'm creating a Jupyter notebook file, I can run it from the Jupyter directly itself. Okay, so these are the main options here. Okay, if you want to create one text file your reference, or you want to create MD file, markup down file for your reference. Okay, so view is just nothing, so which all information it should show here. So our main thing is this, you can create a new file either from there or there. So we will work with the Python conda file, okay, which is Jupyter file, and then we will have one example in the console also by creating a normal py file. Okay, so how to create a new file? Suppose I am on this particular folder. You can navigate this folder from here. If you have a already file which is saved in your system, you can upload that file from also here, and that file will show you in this location, and then you can start working on that. Okay, so let me create a new file inside this folder, your notebook. So the extension of this file, Jupyter file, is IPYNB. NB stands for notebook, PY Pythons. Okay, it's so before you are starting, so it is asking you under which kernel you want to run. Okay, so I am selecting the default kernel here. So it depends. Once you set up multiple environment of Python in your machine, then usually this thing comes. Okay, so I am saying this, always select this preferred kernel, so it will always going to select this. So the first thing is this: once you are doing any programming here, right, so you should write a markup here. What we are doing here, number and strings example. Okay, and what I will do, I will simply go to run, and I will say that run this file as a markup cell. So it will show like this. So from here we will come to know now we are working on the example of number and strings. So as we discussed earlier, so Python is dynamic type language. If I am creating simple one variable, okay, say what I will example, let me take employee ID, okay, and I assign 1 to it. So the good way is that we should keep the space between two variables. Okay, so what we need to do, if I want to run it directly, you can press the shift enter and it will go to the next side. Now what I did, I only just did the assignment. So if I did the shift enter, it will not do anything, right? So what I need to do, either I need to press enter and I need to use this variable here directly, or I need to print this variable by using the print command. Just give me one second. Employee underscore ID. Now if I am going to run this with shift enter, it will show the desired value, whatever the value we assign to it. Okay, so same way in the next line I am saying that this value is 1.4, and then if I will try to write this employee ID here, so it will take this new value here, float. So if I am on this particular thing, and if I am getting that, want to get the type of this, right? So it give me the type is integer, right? So now if I will write this line after doing this assignment, and to comment a particular code, suppose I don't want to write it directly this, I can simply press the hash button, so this particular line will get commented. So now why it is still showing this? Because I did not run this cell. If I will run this cell, and then if I will again run this cell, now it will tell the type as a float. So whatever the values we are assigning to a variable, it will take dynamically cast to that type, and it will assign that particular value to that variable. Fine. So we are clear up to this part?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now we will start with the example of strings. So in the same case, I am taking one emp underscore name. I assign particular string to it. Suppose for example, I am assigning my name itself. So to go to the next line within the same cell, you can press the enter, and to execute it, you can press the shift enter. Now it showed it, right? So a string variable, whenever we are talking about a string, what is string? String is a sequence of character, right? So how we can prove that string is a sequence of character? Because it is iterable, right? So I can iterate it. Suppose if I am saying for ch in emp underscore name, right, and I am saying print ch, so we can loop the iterable object, right? So you see here, right, it printed it printed in the new line, correct? So if I don't want to print it in the new line, I want to print in within the same line with some space, I can run in this manner. Sorry, something I am missing here once. Okay, we'll let you know later. Okay, so print should write this within the same line. I'm not sure why it's not writing. So let's take this example. It is iterable. Okay, so if you want to iterate a strings, you can iterate it. Okay, so now if I want to concatenate some other strings, like I'm saying that employee first name equal to Anil, and then I'm saying another variable here, employee last name. So it's same concept. There is no such different concept in programming language. Here for string concatenation, what variable we are using? We are using the plus operator, right? So now if I am saying employee full name, I can concatenate these two variables, right? And now I can print this. So you saw here, right? So now it created this name. Okay, so but I did not give any space in between them. If I want to give some space, I can concatenate in this manner also. It will now give the space here in the name. Okay, so this is the concatenation. So there is another interesting thing in the Python. Okay, suppose employee first name is a string, or let me take another example here, employee department equal to HR. Okay, suppose I assign this employee department as HR. If I am saying that employee department, okay, let's directly try it. Okay, emp underscore dept underscore 3. If I multiply it 3, what will happen? If I am multiplying a string with some number, what will happen? Anyone? It will repeat this string 3 times if I will run this statement. You saw here, right? If you want to repeat a particular string, you can simply multiply it with one variable so that it will automatically repeat this. You saw here, right? This HR got repeat multiple times.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the new interesting thing here. And the another interesting thing here in this, let me go to the next cell. If emp, I assign this data to employee name, right? Employee full name. Okay, so as I mentioned that this is a iterable, so you can iterate the data using the index also. If I am writing this particular statement, it will write me this one. So whenever we are talking about strings, okay, if I am taking this example of one second, it's not allowing me here. So the iteration starts from the let me go to slide here first, because here it is not allowing me something. Okay, so what I was trying to mention here, when we talk about any string and I say okay, this is the string, okay, suppose this is a space here, so it start its indexing from the 0, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. Okay, so if I need to fetch this first variable, the indexing is starting from 0, so I will start with the index. So there is another good thing here in this Python. So there is a reverse indexing also here, -1, -2, -3, -4. But when we are doing the reverse indexing, then it is starting from the -1, -5, -6, -7, like this. Okay, so this I explained it here in this next slide properly. If I am writing a word Python, so its indexing start from the 0 if I am going in the forward way, and if I am going in the backward way, its indexing will start from the negative. And to access any character, we can use the indexing like 0, 3, -1. Okay, and we can also slice a string, like we have substring option, right, in other language. So here also we have option if you want to slice a particular string, but here there is a good option that you can say that I want to give some step out, so it will leave some character and then it will jump to. Yeah, we are going to cover this in our practical example, but before moving there, I just want to explain it. Suppose if I am saying from 0 to 4, right? So 0 to 4, what it will do? 0 to 4. So 4 is the length we are giving here. This is the start. It will start from 0 and it will end at the 4th. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. it's -1 always. Whatever the number we are saying, it will consider -1. So it will only give you the pyth, only that part. Now if I am saying here, 2 colon. So from the second word onward, it is going to, so this is the second position. From this onward, it is going to give me up to the end, because I did not define the end part here, right? In this area, I defined the part. Now I am only giving the start, so it will take up to the last. Okay, and if I am going to this way, if I'm only saying 4, right? I did not define the starting index, right? So it took this word. So from the starting is the 0, everyone knows that the start index is the 0, right? So it will go up to the 4 characters, which is H. Same manner, now if I am saying here this colon 2, what parameter I defined? I defined the step parameter here, right? I only define the step parameter, not any other parameter, right? So what it is going to do when I am saying step 2, but I did not pass any start and end index. So within the complete string, whatever the complete string is there, it will jump 1 characters. Okay, so you saw here after P it jump 1 character, then it go to T, then it jump 1 character, then it went here, right? And if you want to reverse your string, you can simply write this particular -1. It is going to reverse your string. So we have a reverse method also, but while you want to do the slicing also, you want to reverse and you want to fetch only up to one particular content, right? Because the order started in this way, right? I give the -1. If I will give -4 here, it is going to fetch from the -4 location. Okay, so let's go into the practical example of this. Any question on this before we move to the practical for this?
Yes. So, what's the difference between, like, on the first you write word 0, 1 semicolon and
Yes,
4,
yes,
but on that fourth letter word 2 semicolon 2, and the same with the last one, double
yes.
semicolon -1. What is the
No,
difference
no,
between
yeah,
that?
that I'm trying to tell you here. What is written? The start and step. How many step you
Oh,
want to forward it, right? So this is the first, this is the second thing, and this is the third thing. We having this having slicing method or whatever the indexer, sorry, will have these 3 properties. Okay, so start,
oh,
from where you want to start, where you want to end, and
oh,
how many step you want to take.
okay, okay,
Fine?
okay. So in the last one,
Yeah.
like, just given -1 as a step, then
Y-
how it reverse the string?
What is the index of the -1? Right? N,
No,
right?
that's 0.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
this is the N, right? But you did not define the start and end, where you want to start and end this, right? So it will
Okay.
reverse in the reverse order. Okay, this is the way to reverse the strings.
But here, like,
Yeah,
if I looked at it, you have given -1 as a step, like
yes,
there are 2 semicolon before -1.
yeah.
So shouldn't be that -1 at the end rather than the step. Is it correct, or it's a typo?
No, 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 it's correct. It's correct. This is the way I am telling you. If you want to reverse your string, you need to slice in this manner. Then it will reverse your string. And from, so
Okay.
what is the thing here? If you want to start from the starting, you need to mention the start and end thing. But if you want to do the reverse, then you need to, it will reverse it. Okay, then you will start from this particular position, right? It will reverse it. I will show
That
you the
is what I'm
example then.
saying. Here you put, you haven't mentioned -1 as a start or neither as a end. You mentioned -1 in a step. That was my question. The last one, if you looked
Yes.
at it,
Mm-hmm.
you haven't given any start point. You haven't given any end point. You
Yes.
just mentioned -1 in a step.
Yes.
Okay.
So that I'm saying you, if you want to reverse iterate it, it will reverse these things. I will show you the example, some more example, then you will
Okay.
get it more clear. Okay. Let me go to the
Okay.
Jupyter again.
Mhm.
Sir, one question.
Yes.
Space, what is status of space? Yes, like strings, space slice. So what's counting space or not?
No, it will count the space because whatever is mentioned
Like,
between those double quotes, it will consider
mhm.
it.
So string slicing may in space. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, then 7 slice.
Yes. Yeah.
Starting from 7.
No, you are
Yeah.
saying that suppose we have a word like after Python, right? I am saying that there is a space here, and then you are saying X, Y, Z, right? This is your question.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
it will consider this is the 6th position, this is the 7th
Okay.
position, this is the 8th position, and this is the 9th position.
Okay. Okay.
Then the -1 will start from here, right? -1, -2, -3, like this.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So what we were discussing here, we were discussing on the indexing is clear, right? Indexing wise, no confusion here, right? If I will type here -5, right? What it should return me from this particular word? Anil space Sehrawat. So let me first write, print this.
One, two, R. It should return R.
EMP name. Okay. I'm just commenting this first. Okay. Then I'm running it. So the word is Anil space Sehrawat. I'm saying -5.
It should return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. H.
Yes. It written the H, right? So you can index it in the forward order also, and you can index in the reverse order also.
Will it throw the error, like if I am giving any value out of index, could
Yes,
you
of
write
course,
that
of course.
employee full
If I am
name
saying
10?
here ki I assign the value as a -12, it will give,
Yes,
sorry, 12 is the A. Okay, let me give out of the this particular thing.
-20. Let's say -20.
No, yeah, sorry, it will not give you any error. Sorry, it will give you error. Yeah, this is the string index out of range. That is the basic thing, right?
Okay, so usually in that C hash or any programming language, we first check what is the index. How we can do it here? Like if we
Right.
need to slice that, what is the way to
Yeah,
check
that I'm
whether
telling you. So first we are
Okay.
covering the indexing and slicing. Then we are going to cover the methods of string. There we will cover that.
Okay.
Right. So now, if I am saying here whatever we are discussing, anybody can tell me what is the syntax of slicing? How many? Like this, right? And we need to define some number here, correct? If I am saying that we start from 2, okay, and consider the up to 5. So what it will print here? Let me comment it first. It will be easy. What it will print here? I am saying starting from 2 and end at 5. It will always 5 is the, if I am saying 5, it means it's 4, right? Because indexing start from 0. Okay, let's run it and see it. IL space, right? So whatever someone was asking earlier, whether it is considering the space or not, it will consider the space also. Okay, so now I am further saying it, I don't want to give any, I don't want to define any parameter here. What it will do now? It will give me the start from that particular second position, and it will start giving me this up to the end, because I did not define any end thing here. Now I am saying that we know that our length was 12, right? And I am saying that jump it with the 2. Okay, if I will run it, it jumped it because I start from the 2. And if I'm not starting, I'm not defining anything here, then it will start from this one. Okay, so now whatever the question Satya asked there earlier, right, regarding this -1, right?
Yeah. So my question is, why it's doing that? If I understand that that last value stand for that jump, like if
Step.
I'm giving 1, 2, 3 step, like
Yes.
okay, so I'm giving 2, then it will skip 1 character. If I'm giving 3, it will skip 2 character, and then the third one, and 2, and third one. But like how logically how it's working, like while we have given step -1 and it reverses the string, how it did it
Okay,
actually?
so just simple question. When you are saying that you want to step up, right? So step is for the up part, right? Okay, you are saying that I want to step up. So what it will do? It is
will-
stepping one thing and it is going further, right? If we are
Yes.
talking about a simple stair example here, right? Just a second.
Yes.
Let me erase it.
Okay, got it now. Got it.
Okay. If I'm saying drawing one stair here, right? Then I'm drawing one stair here like this, right? So this is my 0, this is my 1, this is my 2, this is my 3, this is my 4, right? And suppose I'm taking another example, this is my 5, right? So if someone is saying that I want to jump the stairs, right? It will jump this. But once you are saying -1, right? So you got it. Fine.
Yep.
Thank you. So these are the slicing and indexing. We can take some more example. Let me know. Otherwise, we can continue on the methods. What are the different methods in the strings? So
Everyone clear?
anyone have any other questions on this?
Himani, Ayushi,
No,
Anchal,
sir, it's
Suraj.
clear.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I
Clear.
have a question, but
Yes.
not on this.
Mhm.
Uh, you are doing the means you are, if you are writing that x is equal to 10 means integer value,
Yes.
but there is not using print. But when you return string, then you return print. So when
No,
written,
I really don't need to write this print here. If I will write this, this will also work. Okay, because that is the variable. It is going to execute the variable value. Just for reference, I just said it. Okay, if you are saying this,
okay,
right? If I am running this
yeah,
statement again, it will still write it.
okay,
Okay, and here also in this statement, if I am saying that employee full name, right? It will give the value.
okay,
Just one example I used there. Okay, for the print, because the variable is there, so this is the capability of this one. Okay, but if you are going to write the same code in the VS code, then it is not going to
mm,
write you any value. Okay, because
okay,
terminal will not understand this, but this Copilot have, sorry, this Jupyter have this beauty ki it will able to print you the value. Okay,
okay, sir.
yeah, good question. So now we are going to cover some basic methods of the strings, right? So first of all, what is string? Okay, so we talked about key, it's a immutable strings. Okay, yeah, let's cover this part also. We did not cover this thing. Okay, so what is immutable? We discussed this
Like
thing few days earlier, right?
the value can't be changed.
Value can't be
Can't be
changed,
changed.
right? So if I am saying employee underscore full name, right, and I am saying the value of the index 2, right, and if I am running it, it is I cannot say like this ki employee underscore 2 equal to, instead of I am saying j. I cannot reassign this particular value. String object does not support item assignment because it is immutable. Okay, sorry, index, we can index the string by using this, and it's iterable. That example we already covered using the for loop, right?
But
And can be
Ani,
concatenated. Yes.
can you go back? Now change employee underscore full name to something else.
So the variable is not there. You are going to get the variable error. I said employee XYZ, right?
No, no, no.
What you
I'm asking that
are?
employee underscore full name change value from Anil Saraf to something else.
Yes.
Remove the 4, remove the 2. Okay.
Okay.
Now, yeah, okay, let's say J.
Okay, I got it. What you are trying to say, right?
Now, can you print that employee?
It's the variable reassignment. It will do it. It's you reassign that variable here. It's a variable concept, but one you cannot change the content of that by going to this. Like, what is the concept here? The concept is this. We have a list. Okay. Let me take this example: 1, 2, 3. What is string?
Okay.
String is a sequence of character. You cannot change any item value inside it. It don't means that you cannot change the variable at all. This is a variable, you can assign dynamically any value to this. When we are saying this, it means you cannot change the content of within this, like whatever the example we took here. Okay, so within this hello world, if I want to change some particular position, some word, that I cannot change. It is a sequence, but
Okay.
with the this particular thing I can change it. If I am saying here enter, sorry, list. Okay, now it show me. Now if I am saying that list of 2 equal to A, fine, it assigned this, and now if I am going to show the A, so it will have the A here at the second position.
Okay.
In the sequence you cannot change it. Yeah, variable assignment you can do. Yeah, that's good question. So okay, so now what we were discussing on the basic methods of this. Okay, so this part we covered can be concatenated with the plus symbol. We can concatenate, can be repeated, we can multiply this string and we can repeat this. Okay, so we have some other basics method like upper, lower, title, strip, replace, split, join. Okay, so what all methods are there? Just one example. If someone will ask you which all methods are there for the strings, how we will come to know this? You simply need to, what we are doing in our other program, I will simply press the dot and I will say the tab. It will give me the list of the methods, whatever the methods are there, right? These are the different methods. Okay, like we have the strip is used for trimming. We have the trim methods. I will can go quickly. Capitalize, it will completely capitalize this. Okay, case fold is just for, it will fold these characters. Center, if you want to get align this in the center I maybe not use that much. The count the number of character inside it. If you want to encode some string, it's end with this character if you want to find some particular character. Okay, this I'm also not much familiar. Find if you want to find some character, if you want to format, right, you want to get the index of some particular character, if you want to check whether the string is a numeric or alphanumeric, right, is decimal, is digit. So this is the capability here, right? You can, if I am saying this particular string is digit, right, false, because this is not digit. But if I will say is alpha, right, it's alpha, it's true. So what we are doing actually, first we are writing this regex key whether this string having digits and all those things. So this kind of feature directly available here, we can simply check it whether it's digit true or false, or it contains both and all those things. Okay.
Okay, so Anil, can you take example emp underscore full name again and assign some value, and then how about the replace? Like, let's say I replace A with Z. That time it also replacing the value.
Sorry?
Okay. Yeah, XYZ. Okay. Now go to the next line. emp full name. emp underscore full name dot replace X. Let's say X, comma. Yeah, it's let's say A. Okay.
Do you replace
Then,
method?
yeah. So print.
Later,
This time it replaced that, but earlier you said the string is immutable. You can't replace that from the sequence. So here we just replace the one character only in the sequence. Then, like, what is that? Can you explain more about mutable, immutable?
Basically, the only concept behind this is, yeah, it's operations within this. Okay, you can change it, but once you are running iterating on strings, at that time you cannot change any value.
Okay.
Throw iterable or throw indexer, you cannot change the value. But in the list you have these options. You can change this value.
Okay.
Maybe I will further explain it. Okay. Maybe right now I am not able to answer it properly, but I will check it and I will come back to you. Okay.
Okay.
So the same thing, right? So employee underscore full name dot whatever we have different methods. If I want to convert it to upper, it will convert it to upper. Sorry,
no
variable name I give incorrect.
You didn't remove the L.
Right.
No.
Yeah, before here I put the L. So there is another thing here, right? Now I am simply saying it emp underscore and I put the full name. What you will say? What will happen in this case?
It should return the error. But it won't do anything. It will consider emp full name as a new variable.
It is saying that it is not defined because this variable is not declared. How you can use it?
Yeah, we can put that emp full name is equal to 10.
Yeah, if you will put it there, then it's fine. Then it is a new variable, right? I was just telling that
yes.
If a developer did some typo, okay, like this, instead of this full name, my variable was created in small case, but I am using some uppercase while I'm using it, then it will give you the problem. So that's the reason we discussed earlier, always the variable name should be lowercase, so that we will make the habit to write the variable. Nowhere I write this variable with caps till now, because we should write the variable in the lowercase. Okay, that is the habit we should make, so that we can avoid this problem. So as per the PEP 8 guidelines. Okay, so these are the different strings method. Okay, so do you want to check any specific methods here for string? Yeah, join. Yeah, join is another method for this. Okay, if you want to join two particular strings, okay, it will join it. And how you want to join it? You are saying that I want to join with this particular operator y a b comma x y z. Sorry, I missed. I give two argument. 1 second. Why is saying two argument? Oh, sorry. For join need a list of item. It's my mistake. So whatever the list we are passing to it, it can join this as a strings. Okay. Suppose I have created this list 1 2 3 4, right? If I will pass this list here, let me, instead of doing this, I will simply say that I will use this particular list. It will concatenate this string. Okay, sorry, because this is not a string. This is not a string list. This is a item list. Okay, if it is a string list, it will concatenate it. if in this string I will say A, B, C, D, B, comma, D, right? If I will rerun it again, and now if I am going to run this, then it will concatenate it. Yeah, so that's my mistake. So I used that particular thing. Okay. So this is another important method which we usually use, and split also we use if we want to split particular string based on some particular character, right? So these things are same. Okay, nothing major here in this. Okay, so now we are going to cover the string formatting. So what is string formatting? So whenever you want to replace some value dynamically as a part of string, right? Suppose if I am taking one example here, right? This, or let me take employee first name is this and last name is this. Okay, and if I want to put some values here, right? So these two values will get assigned here. So if like this is my string, this can be a dynamic string, it can be assigned to one variable. Within that variable, if I want to do some operation, here I want to do this and here I want to do this, so it is going to replace that particular thing. Sorry, I did not give the indexing. One second. I correctly parsed the wrong, did not go away 0 1. Okay, did I not close this bracket somewhere properly? What problem I'm creating here? Just a second.
You need to
Sorry.
write the value into the
No.
curly brackets.
The base. One second. I basically forget this thing. Okay. Yeah. What I want to do, I want to use this string. I want to format this string. So I need to pass the format call the format method here. Okay. So that actually I was not calling. I went into this. What has happened? Sorry. This I used the comma.
You need to write.
No. I used the comma by mistake. Okay. It is a dot. I need to put the dot basically. Okay. The format is the method to replace this thing. Now what it is doing, it is taking this indexing based on this. It will put the Anil here and it will put this here, right? Suppose what I want here, I want that, Anil should be, if I will put this Anil here, right? For example, and I will put Saravat here, what it will do? It is going to put the Saravat in the first name and Anil in the last name. Correct. So what it is doing, it is considering the sequence of this particular format. So there is a way here ki I can define ki how you want to use it. I am saying here ki L is for the last name and F for the first name. Okay, and here instead of this I can define F here and I can define L here. So now it will replace at the correct place. Okay, so you can define either by the indexing or you can define in the format the variable. Whatever the variables you will assign, it will automatically change into that particular part. Okay, so there are two ways to do this formatting, via indexing or via variables. So there is another, so this is the one way to index a variable. Okay, so we have the format a variable in the strings. So we have the three different ways. So I think this everyone is aware of this old style, right? We are using this percentage symbol there and percentage s, and it will replace the value there, right? If I am talking about this example, right, my name is percentage s, so this particular string will, and I am dash year old, and I pass these two values with this particular percentage symbol. So this value will automatically go there to those two places wherever the percentage symbol is mentioned instead of this particular bracket. So this was the older way. So in this way, always you cannot define this index. It will always go with the indexing. You cannot define the variable, but with this particular string dot format, you have the option to define the variable also. How, like as we described earlier, a equal to this or b equal to this, and we can define a here and b here. Okay. And the third thing here is that if you really don't want to use this particular thing, you can use the f in the front of the string itself. Then you don't need to mention the format method there. Okay. Like these are the two variables. I want to assign these two variables directly to the strings, right? So I will simply use the f in front of that string and it will automatically format this and it will place those variables here. So these are the three different ways to format a string into Python. Okay. So
yeah, good.
So if you want once to take one example of this, we can take example of this also. What we will do here, we know that we already have some variable in the starting, right? Employee full name is sorry, employee first name is this, then I can define the employee underscore full name. So we created two variable already above, right? Employee first name and employee last name. I am just copying this particular things again here so that it will be easy to take it.
No, you need to write that
Yeah, first name.
EMP underscore first name.
Something is wrong here. I used some wrong syntax here. Okay, full name is Anil and Sarawat. Fine. So it will replace this value. You don't need to call the format method specifically here. You can directly call this. Okay. Let's take this example again with this percentage symbol, the older way of doing it. Okay. So if here I am saying this percentage S and last name is percentage instead of D. Okay, whatever I am saying it. Okay, and what I will do simply here, no, what is the variable name? I used both there. What wrong I did here? Oh, sorry, I did not mention this particular symbol here because I'm not using that frequently, this particular thing. Usually we use this format method. Okay, so now whatever we are defining here, then it is going to consider this percentage here, whatever the numbers we are giving here. If I will run it, it will employee first name is invalid syntax. What wrong I write here? My name, everything is fine. Okay, something I am doing wrong here. 1 second, let me check the syntax. My name is this and I am this, all percentages, that's all. The variable are
You are
already
putting comma. You
Hmm?
are putting comma. Okay. Put the some space before the percentage. Put some space. Give some space.
1 second. Usually, so this is very older way. Okay, so usually we use this particular thing. Okay, this is not space issue. Okay, percentage D format, a real number is required, not string.
Oh, you need to mention S instead of D. You need to mention S as well. The last name S. Yeah.
Okay,
S.
sorry, yeah, it's
Yeah.
string, right? Yeah,
String
you are right.
digit
Yeah,
D.
you are right. Once it's a digit, then it's only strike. I just took that example of this guy, right?
Yeah. D always stand for digit
Digit,
and
it's
S
right.
stand for
Yeah,
string.
that was the mistake I was doing. Okay, so these are the three different ways to work with the strings. So now we are going to move further to the list. List, what is list? List is I kept that particular string here. Definition for ordered sequence of object. List is an ordered sequence of object. So you can assign any kind of object inside it. Okay.
Ani, let's
Yes.
have that they can try something, give some exercise to them for 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Then what I was thinking here, I will create one file, PNB file, exercise file, and I will share it to you so that everyone guys can take it and then they can do the exercise on that. You want to do right now within this session? I want to give some homework for all these 3-4 things: strings, formatting, and all those things.
So we are left with 10 minutes. So I was thinking that they can have some hands-on exercise. You can ask them to open the Jupyter and declare some string or.
That's fine. Yeah, we can go in that way also. I'm stopping my sharing. So anyone want to share your screens? And let's consider this example of strings method. How to use this tool? First of all, tell me how to use this tool, how to run this, what are the shortcut command for this, whatever I mentioned earlier. Anyone is interested?
Hello, Suraj, Himani.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyone would like to share the screen and complete some exercise?
Okay.
No, Satya, what I feel here, I can give them some homework. They will do it.
Okay.
And tomorrow, before we will start our actual session, then we will ask these guys so that they did some practice. Maybe at this moment they are just learning, and they will not be, because I also forget sometimes because I'm not using that much. Okay, this particular things. So these guys can also forget this. The best thing is I will give homework. Okay, and then tomorrow we will check it. And then tomorrow I can ask anyone out of this 5 guy. I can ask anyone. You show me.
Okay.
So we can continue on list, or we want to stop on the string itself, and I will give the homework.
We can stop, I think.
Okay. Thank you. I'm stopping my sharing.